My name's Pandora and I study fashion design and development. On my course, you do live projects over your first and second year. It differs from design technology in that it's extremely consumer-led and more industry-led, in that you're working with professionals and it's more weighted towards a theoretical basis rather than sort of design. You do less design work, but that doesn't mean to say that you don't learn about design. You certainly do pattern cutting and sewing just the same as design technology. The best part of the course for me has been my placement year. I really enjoyed myself. I went to Mulberry Design and worked in a buying role, buying fabric and trims for the ready-to-wear department. Through this year, I learned that I wanted to go into product development, which was great for me, sort of getting a first-hand perspective of what you actually want to do, working in the industry and applying the skills that I'd learned. I know that my other students have been to some amazing placements. Some people went to Fred Perry, Puma, Hugo Boss. One girl worked with Alex Longmore as a styling assistant. So really, you can do whatever you want in your placement year, and it's great fun. At Mulberry, on my placement year, I worked as a fabric and trim buyer. It was basically working with manufacturers, working for sampling, buying and shipping fabrics, trims to the correct manufacturers and to the design team to get everything on time for both production and also for the fashion shows in September and February. Working closely with design, it's changed my career path slightly in that I originally wanted to do design, but I found that product development was more orientated towards me as it had more of a business-led approach, and I feel that this is the right path for me going forward. So all in all, it was a great experience and I really enjoyed myself. All of the lectures in fashion design development are at John Princes Street, which is off Oxford Street. Fantastic location for doing all your strategic shopping, which doesn't mean shopping, it means going around the shops and seeing what's on trend, what's being sold, how shops are laid out, who are in the shops, talking to consumers. It's great for that part of your research. Selfridges is just up the road, a fantastic place to do research for your design work. Curtain Road is where you do all your practical work, all your sewing, your pattern cutting, where your teaching will be for that. That is in Old Street, Shoreditch, which is another very trendy place to be. Brick Lane's just around the corner, which is great for vintage shops, getting inspiration from galleries, and it's a great place to be. On the course, the practical work is about 60% and the theory is about 40% throughout your first and second year. Every 10 weeks you have a project, so there's 3 projects in 1 year, and you work on designs mainly, and then you pattern cut and you toile and you sample to make your prototype, which you then submit. Saying that, in your third year placement year, you can choose any placement you wish. Therefore, you could go into marketing, PR, styling, anything you want, or be a designer. It's completely up to you. And that then leads into the final year. So you can do anything you want in the final year. You can do completely 100% practical, or you can do 100% theory and business. Most people tend to mix the two, and I would tend to agree that it's good to do that because you get a complete overview. So when you go out into the industry, you've got a realistic idea of what you're doing and understanding other departments as well who you will work with. You work on 3 live projects in the second year, and these change every year. I know in the past they've had Burberry in, the Royal Ballet. We did Volcom, who are a surfing brand, American surfing brand, and we did the Wool Project, which is an initiative by the Prince of Wales. And we also worked with the Florence Nightingale School of Nursing, which we redesigned the student nurse uniform for King's College. And it was a great project really, because it's very unusual. We've all, as designers, we all like to put bells and whistles and everything. And sometimes we don't think about things in a practical sense. So for this, we really had to train ourselves to think a nurse's job and how demanding it is. And it was great really. I ended up winning the project overall, and my designs were showcased in Westminster Abbey as part of the 100-year anniversary of Florence Nightingale's death, which was which was a great event, and it was really great to see my designs on the student nurses and great to see them in use, really, which was, yeah. At the moment, I'm working with Mulberry part-time after my placement. They offered me a part-time job, so I'm hoping that after I graduate, I will continue on there as full-time as a product developer, which is what I really wanted to go into, so I'm really pleased with that. And if not, then you've just got to put yourself out there. I mean, I've built up a great CV over the 4 years I've been here, so I'm hoping that I'll be snapped up by some great company.